Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on YELP, GWPH, PCLN, NVDA, and the big time winner today, Tesla. So YELP, bulls did not see enough follow through. We had a move up to 34.88. Why does that number stand out? Because it was the must break level for the bulls. And as soon as they could not do that, the bears jumped all over it. The bulls escaped their positions and the bears took back over. We have a double top on this bounce attempt at 34.88. Very clear resistance. And now we're looking back down. Support is 33.26, 33.17. and 32.97. The bears are still in control of YELP with the inability to break to higher highs. So a weekly chart, double top at 34.88, 2 of the past 3 weeks, and the 50-week moving average support of 33.54. So it's not game over on this oversold bounce just yet, but it's definitely a big-time setback, and the bears have a lot of momentum closing down near the low of the day. So the must-hold level is 32.97. We'll see if we get a trade entry opportunity off of that support. But as of right now, taking a step back, definitely don't want to be in a bullish position until we see some signals and some reasons for us to be in a bullish position. GWPH continued to the downside. The bulls now do have a bullish reversal candlestick, and we need to confirm it. We have not seen confirmation in a few days, not seen convincing confirmation, that is. And we have the higher low, 120.39, 122.11, holding the 50-day moving average support. Must see a break of the lower high pattern and a solid green day to confirm this candlestick. Resistance is 124.36 and 125.59, and we'll see if the bulls can show up, as they certainly need to now. We're getting closer and closer to desperate mode, where if we do break 120.39, that is going to change this daily trend to favor the bears, and that's the last thing that the bulls want to see. So must see follow through tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on the biotech sector as a whole as well, as that's going to have an impact as well. PCLN, bulls buying the dip. It's an inside candlestick today. We had a double bottom at the low of the day on the 5-minute time frame. That was clear, and we closed up near the high. So the bulls just need $3-4 to the upside to see a new all-time high. They certainly have momentum here heading into the end of the day. And if we can break 1772.49, we'll be looking at 1775 as the next psychological resistance level. So bulls maintaining strong higher lows each day of the last 5, and a new base of support, 1755 and 1756, the low of the past 2 days. PCLN is positioned very well if the market sees a bull reaction to the FOMC tomorrow. PCLN is looking for new all-time highs in continuation as it continues to enjoy the blue sky breakout above the weekly upper Bollinger Band as support. NVDA rejecting just below the daily middle Bollinger Band resistance of 102.89. The bulls did buy the dip, so they do still have a bit of momentum heading into the end of the day. They're looking for a bullish MACD cross, and they need to get over this middle Bollinger Band on the daily to see follow-through heading into tomorrow. If we get over this middle Bollinger Band, we're looking at the next resistance of 105.20. But if we get rejected and we lose the higher low pattern the past few days with a break of 147, that 147 is our new short-term support level to be watching in order for the bulls to maintain their strongest on the daily time frame. So another battle with the middle Bollinger Band is coming, and the weekly time frame is holding this middle Bollinger Band on the weekly for the 4th test in a row at 99.81. So bulls are looking good to hold this level, but if we see a bearish reaction to the market, to the FOMC, we can expect that it's going to be a gamble, or I should say a risk, that the bulls are going to lose this middle Bollinger Band support. So as of right now, it's all about that middle Bollinger Band on the daily. Get above that level, and we're looking for further upside towards 105.20 resistance. Tesla, huge day to the upside. Tesla was the tightest name on the daily time frame, extremely tight. The bulls defended that support of 242 and 243 4 times in the last 11 days. Pointed out that bullish reversal candlestick on the daily time frame yesterday, and said that the bulls needed to confirm it, and they had a lot of work to do to change this trend. Well, they did it, and the volume was very easy to spot once the bull breakout did occur. It was a bit of a short squeeze. We had a rumor and some news ignite that short squeeze, and the bull volume that came in the 20 minutes once this move started was huge compared to the volume that we saw at the bell. And whenever you see the volume an hour or two into the trading day eclipse the volume from the bell, you know it's significant. So the bulls saw extremely strong moves. As soon as we broke 253.89, there was no question that the bulls were changing this daily lower high downtrend, and we closed up at the high of the day above the middle Bollinger Band with full bullish momentum heading into tomorrow. Resistance is 258.25, and then looking up at 264.66. So we were on the verge of a clear breakdown. If we lost 242, we were going to see another leg to the downside. The bulls saved the day today with a huge move to the upside, and we are looking for further follow-through to that upside, even though we are aware the hourly RSI is in the mid-80s and overbought. So we do need to be aware of that hourly RSI. It will need to cool off at some point in the near-term future, but that really strong close shows that the bulls are confident holding overnight, and we're not seeing profit taking into the end of the day. The weekly time frame, we see that base of support. That's our new reference point for the bulls. The must-hold level at 242 and 243. It's very clear, and the bulls are trying to show back up. And the consolidation that was going on, we knew it was just short-term in the sense that the bulls have control of the long-term trend, and we were just looking for a pullback. Had no idea in terms of how prolonged that pullback was going to be, but we were well aware that we were fighting the trend when playing that pullback. The daily time frame gave some nice gains to the downside, but it's only a matter of time before the bulls show back up in a pullback on a bullish uptrend long-term. And they certainly did that all at once today, piling in on big-time volume. So congrats to the bulls, big-time gains to be had. We had a couple members who stuck with that trade the majority of the day, and that took a lot of patience. So props to anybody that was able to hold through all those gains. The 5-minute time frame was very strong, showing higher lows and higher highs. And again, that close at the high of the day definitely gives some momentum and confidence going into tomorrow. So we'll see how it all plays out tomorrow. The FOMC is going to be the big factor there. And if we get a bearish reaction to the FOMC, depending on what the hourly RSI is on Tesla, it might be a nice short-term bearish play to the downside as we see that profit taking set in, but it all depends on what the reaction to the market is and the correlation between Tesla and the S&P 500, which obviously wasn't strong today because the volume took over and the short squeeze played out. So thanks for tuning in. We'll check back in tomorrow after that FOMC, and we'll be live at 2 p.m. Eastern to cover it.